and music became the driving force of WSOU's programming.
89.5 FM, Seton Hall University Radio. Serving the northern New Jersey area for over 37 years, we are WSOU South Orange.
In the 1980s, WSOU would go through perhaps its most revolutionary change.
In the 80s, we had more and more music on the air. But you have to know that it's a student-operated station. It is music that they like, they want to hear.
In 1986, the station found an underserved, youth-oriented market and decided to formatically become a heavy metal station.
We came up with the idea of pirate radio. Their radio is something kind of outlaw, but to the university it would sound like we had great people here.
If you guys show support for this format right now, we can do this all the time.
Anything from Metallica, Bon Jovi, Iron Maiden,
Give us Sepultura, some Cheese.
It was an excuse for them to try to go plug a radio station.
With this, the university chose to ban metal music from the station.
The university had gone well, and the metal band was like...
Hey, they came back.
The 90s began with the first live war telecast involving a coalition of countries that invaded Iraq called Desert Storm, initiated by President George H.W. Bush. He was succeeded by the first Democratic president to be elected to 2 terms since FDR, who later in the decade would be impeached. The music continued to be the CMJ, or Metal Station of the Year. But once again, there were big changes in store for WSOU. Just as the campus of Seton Hall University was changing and being updated, a brand new state-of-the-art facility was being designed and built to replace the old location. Continued as the dominant sound on WSOU, bands like Korn and Machine Gun were just starting.
Now let's get back to the music with some Tool from the Opiate album. This is Opiate.
WSOU's off-site event participation also included Ozfest, where fans show their love to WSOU. It was the 90s when the SSSOU cruises began. Began with an attack on America that came 60 years after Pearl Harbor became known as 9/11. George W. Bush was president. He was followed by America's first African-American president, Barack Obama, and America experienced its greatest economic downturn since the Great Depression. In the 2000s, WSOU took full advantage of the internet explosion. It both promoted and streamed on the internet. WSOU won Station of the Year twice, and it began broadcasting in HD.
I'm Erin, here to play the last rock in the I'm here all night playing everything you want to hear.
Metal continued to reign at WSOU. With more concerts and cruises becoming a part of its makeup, the station continued to on the campus of Seton Hall University. WSOU for the past 65 years. As for all of the changes and highlights throughout its existence, perhaps the late Tom Parham summed it up best.
I know I've been asked recently, what did I consider the highlight of all the years? And I think that's difficult to answer because as we did one new thing after another, it for the moment was the highlight of the time.